Whenever you are ready, place your palms over your eyes. Open your eyes and take off your palms. Welcome back. Hope you all had a beautiful meditation. If you have water next to you, have some. So today for the wisdom sharing, we will dwell a bit into the science and what science says about meditation. So there is extensive research that is done on the impacts of meditation, because we keep on hearing that meditation improves health, meditation reduces stress, and it is not anymore new in the medical field, where we keep hearing from doctors suggesting their patients to meditate. And this means that science has to approve it. And indeed, science had done extensive work, and there is enough material and confirmations that meditation brings greater changes. And there are many books, and the very first time I got introduced to such content more elaboratively was in the book You're the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. He spoke a lot about DNA, epigenetics, and what is the impact of meditation on these things. So I would not want to be very, very scientific with the terminologies. However, for the sake of understanding, here is some basic information. And we are trying to understand what science speaks about the effect of meditation on DNA. So what is DNA? It is the hereditary material. Very commonly we use this word, it is in our family, it is hereditary, right? So when we speak about it, doctors always look into the DNA aspect, which is, so DNA is the hereditary material in humans, and it is not just in humans, it is almost all other organisms as well. And nearly every cell in a person's body, because we are basically a combination of lots of cells, and every cell in person's body has the same DNA. And most DNA, it is located in the center of the cell's nucleus. And it is called even the nuclear DNA. However, a small amount of DNA is also found in the cell, which is called as, mitochondria or mDNA. And these are the structures within the cells. They convert the energy from the food into a form that cells can use. Okay. And DNA bases, they are generally pairing. So there are, let's say, DNA is said to store information as codes. Now computer speaks about coding, but our body in itself is a base of coding. And it is stored as codes with 4 chemical bases. They call them with various letters, A, G, C, T. And human DNA consists of 3 billion such bases. And most interestingly, 99% of these bases, these chemical bases within DNA, they are the same in all people. And the way the order and the sequence of these bases, they determine how the information is available for building and maintaining the body or organism. Like, like the letters, how they are placed in order, how these alphabets, letters of the alphabets appear in a certain order, they form words and sentences. In the same way as these chemical bases, how they set up themselves, they kind of conduct the whole organism. And, they are called as the building blocks. And very important property of DNA is that it replicates and makes copies of itself. And each strand of DNA is in the form of double helix. When we call double helix, you take a ladder and you twist the ladder, you turn it from top to bottom, it kinds, and then you extend it. That is a double stranded or double helix kind of format. So that's a little bit of information on DNA. And now, what is happening with meditation? So now people speak about reduction in pro-inflammatory genes. So meditation had been shown to reduce the expression of genes that promote inflammation. For example, there are certain kind of genes, they call them NF-kB genes, which plays a key role in the body's inflammatory response, is often less active in people who meditate regularly. This reduction in inflammation can help lower the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. And the second one is gene regulation. Meditation influences the machinery that regulates gene activity. This means that certain genes can be turned on or off more easily. For instance, genes involved in stress response and immune function can be modulated through regular meditation practice. This regulation helps the body maintain balance and resilience against stress. You see, we frequently speak about how meditation relaxes or relieves the stress. It is because when we meditate, we are directly working on switching on and switching off certain genes that basically are part of this stress. So then as well, the third one is the faster recovery from stress. Regular meditation practice has been linked to quicker recovery from stressful events. This is particularly due to the downregulation of pro-inflammatory genes, which reduces the body's inflammatory response and promotes faster healing. This effect can be particularly beneficial for mental health as it helps reduce the impact of stress on the body. Then the fourth one, epigenetic changes. So epigenetics refers to changes in gene expression that do not involve alterations to the underlying DNA sequence. So meditation can lead to such epigenetic changes, which can have long-lasting effects on health. For example, meditation has been associated with increased activity of telomerase, an enzyme that helps maintain the length of telomeres, which are like protective caps on certain aspects of DNA. Longer telomeres are linked to slower aging and reduced risk of age-related diseases. So that is why people, they find more getting younger as one regularly meditates. It is because meditation impacts the length of telomeres. The more longer they are, the slower one ages. So, improved immune function. Meditation can enhance immune function by altering the expression of genes involved in immune response. This can lead to a more robust defense against infections and diseases. Studies have shown that people who meditate regularly have higher levels of antibodies and other immune markers. Then, psychological benefits. The genetic changes induced by meditation also contribute to psychological well being. Reduced expression of stress related genes can lead to lower levels of anxiety and depression. Additionally, the increased expression of genes associated with positive emotions and relaxation can enhance overall mental health. So, finally, meditation can bring about significant changes at the genetic level, promoting better physical and mental health. So, if you are interested in experiencing these, yes, start practicing regularly meditation. So, this is just in very short about what science speaks about meditation. And it is very important to understand these things because we as well understand, you know, how meditation is working at the basic building structures of our own body. And whatever science had found, what is interesting is within our DNA, there is active DNA, this double helix DNA, but then there is also what they call junk DNA. And 98% of our DNA is junk DNA, and 2% is the DNA on which all these studies are done. Junk because basically they have not found anything important, this part of DNA that it does. So they term it as junk DNA. Now, it is also true that meditation activates this junk DNA. There is a lot of information on that as well. If you go through some books, and activating those junk DNA as one meditates as well leads to, you know, non-physical experiences that we speak about when we listen to experiences of masters of meditation. So embrace meditation and do speak and share about the practice of meditation. Meditation is not just some hairy-fairy practice. No, meditation is science. And that is why the whole world need to know, so that they understand rightly the impacts of meditation. And with that, when they understand that, they will embrace meditation, making their life more healthier, more joyful, and they will only share that which they experience. So the world easily becomes a joyful place to live for all. So thanks a lot for being here. I, with these, invite you all to read such books. One of the, so Mind Over Matter is another book. You Are the Placebo. So there are so many books that are, there is Murphy. He also wrote beautiful books on mind. So when you read these books, greater changes, faster changes happen because we understand as well the science aspect of it. So thanks again. If anyone would like to add anything, please go ahead. You can unmute yourself. Good then. I wish you all a wonderful evening, a wonderful day. Yes, Mamataji.
Namaste, Ramji.
Namaste.
Namaste, masters. And really, it was a interesting subject today. And I came to know so many scientific reasons and how it works for our physical body and how it goes on changing the genetics. It's a very good opportunity for us to change the next genetics. So it is really a beautiful journey to understand this. And still more, we can practice meditation. And that is the greatest tribute we can give to Mother Earth. And I felt that so this is very important to know. And my experience about meditation, the first meditation when I joined in the Zoom, really it is an it was a really shocking for me. That was my experience. I joined the first time for 41 days, and I felt while it was so beautiful experience every day, day by day, it was third experiences and the pleasantness and so many soothing experiences there was, and I was enjoying that, and I felt so happy about the meditation, and it was really very beautiful. I was in some other loka like that. I was feeling in that way, and suddenly one master told that to visit Pyramid Valley in Bangalore, and it helps, and you experiment, go and experiment there. He was telling that it was a Kannada session, and I felt that after finishing that, I have to visit Pyramid Valley, and I have to stay for 3 days there. I get that, and one of my friend, her husband had passed away. She was in a depression state, and I thought to take her also with me, and I had joined her also after from 20 days maybe, or I don't remember exactly, and I wanted to take her there. Still, she was not joined. Yes, she was not joined in a meditation group. So I wanted to take her there with me. And she was staying in Bangalore, and I told her, "You come there. I'll reserve the rooms, and we both stay there." And we both went and stayed there. See, after 3 days, the third day, after maybe a second day, and it was morning, third day morning. Just I was feeling so much of discomfort. At that time, still 2 days also I was enjoying in a pyramid meditation at morning 4 and at the night at 10 o'clock. All those, I got beautiful experiences. Just it was so beautiful. And at the third day morning, I was so much irritated and I was so much discomfort and was just, I was feeling like vomiting. My physical body was so much of difficult. It was struggling. So I didn't came to know what's the reason. Everything is going so nice. I have called my to my house members, and I talked with my son, my husband. Everything was okay. What's it's going on? My physical body was giving so much intimation that something is going on, and my intuition also was telling something is going on. Something is going on. Just to observe that, but I was not able to catch what's going on, and just I shared with my friend, I don't know what's happening. Maybe my husband is in trouble. Then the intuition came that my husband is in trouble. I don't know. Then I called him immediately. Just he speak. He was normal, and I told him something is going on. Be careful like that. I don't know what's happening, but be alert and be careful. Just I told him, and just I was relaxed some way, and at that after 2 3 hours or maybe at evening my son called me. There was so much, so I can't believe and I can't say, there was a black face of my life. It has come up like that. And I was really shocked. And this is the experience of meditation. What the first experience I got. See, what I want to tell is it reveals the challenges also. And it makes us to take both one, to take both equally, and to observe our purpose of life. And I was in that mood that experiences, and only the meditation makes so happiness, so peaceful, everything will be okay, so nice. Not in that way. That's not the one phase. There is also the other phase. That was my experience. The other phase is so much tough. It was so tough for me. And immediately I left there, Bangalore, and I came to my place, and it goes on like that. That's the challenge of my biggest challenge of my life. I can't explain, and that was the toughest challenge. I can't imagine. There is no circumstances in my life like that, but it happened. It happens. That's what the universe gives us. And later I came to know after I didn't left meditation at no cost. I didn't left. Still, I was doing more meditation day to day, night and night. That helped me slowly. I came to know what's the challenge, why it has come to me, what's the purpose, what I have to learn. See, when you explained about DNA, that was beautiful experience. See, I used to feel each and every cell of my physical body when I sat for meditation. Maybe in some, I was weeping and I was crying like that, and I used to sit. But I was not living to sit meditation. I used to sit for meditation, sit. That one I was doing, and it has helped me so much that it has to go outside. Everything has to be changed. Each cell, it has to transform, because from so many incarnations we have taken that, we have taken so many negative and positive both. But when we touch the meditation, when we stick on to meditation, when we want the enlightenment, and when we want the truth, that was the purpose of my life. I want to know the purpose of this physical body, of this situation, of this environment, and what's my service to Mother Earth. All this I wanted this, and at that time it takes like that. So what, that's a beautiful experience for me. And I always I do some classes on every week, but for my Kannada people where I stay here, and I always tell them to meditate, just meditate. It gives answers for everything, but we must not leave meditation at any time. That's my experience. Please don't leave meditation, and go on, meditate. And when you explained about DNA, see, that's the reason it is happening like that. It needs the change. It needs the change. It's a beautiful experience. Challenges are really, it's a boom for every person. And accept the challenge. I accepted so beautifully. But it was so tough at the time, but I didn't leave the meditation. And I used to hear so many masters' experiences. And just I was stick on to mobile. Just I was stick on. At the time, my mindset was not accepting to read the books. So hearing, that's all. I used to hear. I used to hear a lot, and I used to meditate a lot. And later on, after maybe 1.5 year like that, and I started to read. See, it happens like that. It happens, and this is the beautiful experience. And please don't leave meditation at any time. At any time. For housewives, it's the biggest challenge. For me, it was the biggest challenge. Um, so I didn't left. So I'm very happy to accept the challenge. And now also there are so many challenges. But I go on surrendering to the divine, surrendering to the universe. It all sticks. And I try to be in this soul consciousness, and all it has taught the greatest wisdom. Thank you. Thank you, masters. Thank you, universe. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Mamataji. Thanks for your sharings. And when you said this is what we have to do for our future generations, and it is very true, because when we speak about, it is in your genes, means it is something from the past generations. So when this generation meditates, it passes on to the upcoming generations, new gene expressions, new DNAs. So when we meditate, of course, the first benefit is on to us, and as well we are doing something greater into the future as well. So very key. And yes, meditation is brings in multi-dimensional benefits. There are no limits to it. And your experience, wherein you said, it as well opens up and shares insights on the challenges that come. Very true. So thanks a lot for your sharings. Yes, Pratapji, you can unmute yourself.
Namaste, Ramji, Indira.
Hello. Namaste, Namaste, Indraji.
And namaste, all the masters. It was a beautiful meditation today. And thank you for the information, Ramji. This is very, very important. We all understand the science as well, because when even for me, we know, but again, when you say it, it reiterates the facts, and then we understand how the science works as well. And when you were telling all this, in my mind, I was the experience what I had is no, even in the cell level and DNA level, we are all the same, just oneness, isn't it? Only the expression, even the expression, the numbers are same, but only how they express is different. And when we understand that everyone is the same, the expressions only change. That's why the other person, we separate, we live in separation from others. But when we understand that even in the DNA level we are all the same, then that's when we experience oneness. So, and it's such a beautiful thing that we are all one, but expression is different. That's why we can actually embrace and we love, we can care, and that just makes differences disappear. So that was my experience today when I was listening to the knowledge sharing. Thank you, Mamtaji. It was beautiful how you explained everything. And I love the fact as well, when we meditate, we benefit definitely, and the surroundings change automatically. The family members know that how we are, how we are changed, and they the problems come, but they go disappear, because we are living in awareness. And we always need to make sure that we are not this body, we are soul. And at that point, I remember Patriji's one of the talks where he talks about Jivatma, Purnatma, and Paramatma. So when we live in a body level, it is Jivatma. We are just doing the day-to-day chores and stuff. But when we understand and when we meditate only, we can experience the Purnatma. And Purnatma is nothing but a piece of Paramatma. So that is just the expression. So it was beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Indraji. Very true, that in this whole topic of science, there are aspects that says we are all the same at the cellular level. And very truly, we are confirming the fact that, we are all the same, and we are all one, and that leads us to the oneness consciousness. So very, very true, very true. And thank you. Thanks for sharing this.
And I want to say something about my friend. I have taken her with me. She had greatest transformation in her, and now also she is doing meditation, and she is in a different way only. So that's a very good, um, happy moment for me to share that also. Uh, so thank you.
Yes. So that is why it is said it's like a one stop for all the answers, for all the solutions that is required in the life meditation. So thank you. Thanks everyone for your comments in the chat box.
Namaste, Ramji. Pratap here.
Yes, Pratapji.
Thank you very much for explaining in such detail scientifically. Being in that medical profession, I'm still a student. I learn every day, and thank you very much to all the masters in the beam. Every day they are giving so much knowledge. I'm really grateful for all of them. I mean, practicing meditation has been really good for me and the surroundings. I mean, challenging situations do come in our field, and we face it and deal it with very calmly, and that calmness spreads across people around me and the place. And whenever someone comes up with problems, I do explain in sort in terms of meditation, and they go ahead and then practice meditation. I've seen people changing their lives. They come out of very critical stages, life uh, malignancy, that is cancer. I've seen a couple of very close associates. They've come out of incurable cancers, which is really great. I feel it is greatness of the meditation which brought changes at the cellular level, and I think it enhances or boosts immunity, or as you said, the good biomarkers which are helping to fight against the cancer cells. And I really bow to meditation and the fathers of meditation. And I feel, as you said, so as we practice meditation, the genes will pass on to the next generation. And thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Pratapji and Indraji. Your sharings, you being in the field of medicine, in the field of science, is really adding a lot to the topic that we have shared. We are those on the receiving end, and then, we are not the students of science, yet you daily practicing it, sharing it really is so very beautiful and important. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Very good. So friends, meditate and share the practice of meditation. That is the way we can find a beautiful, let's say, humans, and we can make this world much more beautiful, healthier. Thank you all. I wish you all a wonderful evening, wonderful day, depending on from where you're joining. We connect back soon over Beam platform in our next session. Namaste.